YouTube, what up? Man, I'm just coming on here real quick to, inspire and hope, people can keep on the path, man. And, as you guys know, I haven't put out a video in a minute, man. And, this video is about to just be about, 2024 is the year of the dragon. I told y'all in 2023 that year was going to be tough, because it was the year of the 7, right? Year of the 7, which means that's the heart chakra. So, year of the 7 was about breaking connections. 2024 is the heart, was even harder because, 2024, year of the 8, which is, infinity, which is year of the dragon, which is a loop, which means, repeating cycles. So, if you get on, you're going to be faced with, I bet you a lot of people, listen, I haven't talked about it in depth yet, but I bet a lot of people, who watch, spiritual things or follow people, and in their own lives, they've come across some patterns that they could either break or they could repeat, right? And it's just coming down to your willpower, man. Are you able to stand up and say, you know what, I don't want to do these things anymore. I don't want to feel this way about a certain person anymore. I don't want to repeat these familial, patterns, you know what I mean? I'll speak personally, like I told you, my whole family, like, they're done, there's nothing I could do, and of course, you're supposed to feel like you're supposed to, as a man, especially, and, and especially if I was sent down here to wake them up, you know what I mean? I was sent down here to maybe wake myself up, you know what I mean? But, and then waking up is like, damn, I didn't help my family wake up. But then at the same time, it's like, I had a conversation with my friend, and we broke down death like this. Like, I'll break it down to you guys real quick. And then I'll get into the rest of the video. Like, I told you my sister died when I was 12, right? So, like, look at death as, maybe my sister was the first one to wake up in the family. She was the first one to wake up enlightened, and she completed her mission. And she left out of here. She's done. So what do you do when you like in every TV show? What you got to do, you got to kill the character off. And what does killing the character off do in any cliche, in any movie, any TV show, any anime, right? It's supposed to power up. It's supposed to make everybody else more invigorated, right? Because they're like, damn, that person died. I gotta carry on. So you got to look at death like that. Like, my sister died because she already completed the play. So she's like, all right, end scene, I'm out. I already did my digs. I came down to help y'all real quick. I'm out, right? And then, so technically it's not on me. You know what I mean? I think you get to death when, I think listen, this could be a way to rationalize death, but, I think that's like the last level. I think that's the lowest level of enlightenment. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, I think, like, first level is, like, let's just say perfect level is, like, you and your family, y'all spiritual as hell, y'all all enlighten each other, and you waking each other up. But then let's say bad patterns happen, and then over time, alcoholism, drugs, familial abuse, bad behaviors, just sinning, and then the next family, maybe there's divorce, and then the family gets broken up. And the next family, then drugs come in the third lifetime. And the fourth lifetime, the family, or maybe even one lifetime, like, my friend's family, like, you become everybody, because the family is so broken up. Now, the other pockets of the family starting to break up, and you're like the last family that's intact. So you're enmeshed, right? You guys are all, but it's not real, right? The connections are fake out of fear of breaking up, right? So, you know how that is. Like, your family don't really have a real relationship, but you guys got to stay together out of fear. And then the last layer is, all right, since you guys didn't want to break up out of fear, right? Like, you guys didn't want to break up out of fear. All right, we're going to have one of the family members die. I think there's layers. Like, I think each life, like, it gets harder and harder and harder depending on when you want to wake up or not. So, almost in a sense, you want to wake up earlier. Like, if you think about it, like, you can break that chain Like if I were to have a kid right now, the kid would be enlightened right away. You know what I mean? They wouldn't even need to go through that pattern. Maybe their pattern might still happen because, you know, they're from me and there's a will that needs to be repeated and get out of me. But, you know, it could be done. I could break the cycle. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about, you know, staying on that course. I know it's tough for everybody, man. I know it's really hard right now. Energy's bad. You know, I've been doing some things, like I've been drinking, you know, a little bit again. But really not because, like, ooh, I'm down bad or nothing. Nah, mostly just out of boredom because I think, you know, this year I'm really going to break the patterns and I think I'm going to really start trying. Like, I'm not like start trying. Like, obviously I've been trying, but I think this year is the year where it's over. It's over for, you know, it's over for myself and my own competition. You know what I mean? Like, there's no more getting in my way anymore. And, you know, and this summer was like the last, like, all right, Brandon, last hurrah, man. You're not going to be able to do none of this shit no more. You're not going to be able to drink no more. You're not going to be able to do nothing no more, you know, because, and it's funny because, you know, a question was asked to me. It's like, when's the last time you felt shame? I haven't felt shame in so long because when you reach this level, you know, you can feel, and this is one thing I want to talk about, you can feel what you're about to do before you do it. I mean, when you get to that level of, hey, I know what's about to happen 3 months from now, so I'm going to feel it right now, process it, so I don't even have to feel it and deal with it later. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, you know, I mean, some people can do that too. I kind of was talking, you know, when I went live with Taylor, I should probably link that, but yeah, like, you know, like he knew, I'm just saying a quick excerpt, like I know, like promise, or no, I'll tell you a personal story. Like I know I'm moving to either Taiwan or Vietnam this summer, right? So I know I'm gonna move, or the next summer, I know I'm gonna move, right? So it's like right now I'm feeling all the emotions I'm gonna feel throughout the year now, so that I don't have to worry about it during the year. I already processed it, so when I get to the time to move and during the year, I can just be happy, I can be vibrant, I can just be on my P's and Q's and get it out the way, you know. But what happens is some people, they're not able to process things until they go through it. And that's the problem that we're in right now, is that we're in a society where everybody needs to see things before they feel it, right? Like, you know, it's like, I guess it's hard-headed in a sense. Like, how many times you tell that one friend, yo, this, that. And then 3 months later, they go, yo, you remember that thing you was telling me about? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, that's cool that some people need to do it a certain way. But, like, listen, I tell you all the time, there is a warning, and there's a time limit. And it is real. Like, as much as you don't want to think it is because you want to rationalize things, man, there's a window for everything. And the window can be missed. The windows can be missed. You know, like, because who knows what's about to happen, right? Like, we don't know what's about to happen. So if you miss that window, right, it might be over for you. Like, prime example, like, imagine if I'm just going to show you a small example of a window, right? Like, I graduated, I got my degree, got my teaching job right at the end of, you know, damn near COVID, like a year or two after COVID. So it's like, imagine if I got my degree and graduated during COVID, bro. There was no teaching jobs open. So I would have been no job. I would have missed. And then what would I have been doing? You know what I mean? Think about what that would have led with. I would have been like, man, I'm working this job. And then would I even had the will? Because, you know, that would have brought me down so low that I was like, man, I don't even feel like applying for a job now. I don't even know if I want to go work the teaching job. That sounds like a lot of work. But since, like, you know, the timing worked out, that's what I mean. Like, that could happen for everything. So you really got to take it serious and try your best, man. Like, and, you know, this year, something else I'll talk to you about personally is, like, this year I'm really focusing on, like, I'm not trying to be around people that make me feel like I can't be myself, you know. And I feel like that's you know, and that's damn near everybody, you know, at this point. You know, I remember I actually got a, you know, I love that, you know, I make these videos and stuff, and then I get personal questions on the side, and people don't feel confident or scared to ask me questions. They think maybe I'm coming across like I'm better, and it's not at all. Not at all. I'm here to help. I'm learning. I need you to learn. If you learn it from me, then I'm trying to learn too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know nothing at the end of the day. But I remember I tweeted something, and the person was like, damn, is like it lonely because you know so much and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's not necessarily lonely, but it's just like, I know people don't really accept me for me because we're already going into a situation where they might already think I know more than them. So they don't like me because of it. And then on top of that, it's like, when I already know what they're going to say because they're not being themselves. Since they're not fully present with themselves, I already know what they're going to say and how they're going to act because they're not present with themselves. And awareness is just presence. So if somebody lacks awareness, lacks presence, I know exactly it's like simple behaviors. Like, what do you fill up when you lack awareness, lack presence? What do you fill up your behaviors with? Or what do you fill that lack of awareness and presence with? Bad behaviors, and then you go, oh, I know exactly. And then bad behaviors lead to this way you act. So you already know how people are going to act and how people are going to think. But if they were fully present and fully aware, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking when you're fully present and aware, because you know why? At any moment it can change. Because you constantly like shifting, like naturally, like as the day moves on, you're shifting with the day. You're in sync with the day and the time. So I say that because it's like, man, there's so many people that are unaware, not present, that I'm just like, man, I don't even want to be around this anymore. I want to only be around people that are really providing and helping and, uplifting me, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, I actually, one of my students, I have his number, and, I was texting him. He texted me like, yo, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, man, and I'm really proud of him because he's really coming into his own. Like, he's really coming into his own, man. Like, and you know how hard it is to be in high school and not, be, trying not to fit out, stand out too much. You know what I mean? And he's really standing his own. And I'm like, man, let me just tell you, I'm proud of you. I'm happy who you becoming. Keep it up. Like, don't ever feel like it's you. Don't be mad, worried. And he was like, man, that's crazy you say that because I feel like it's been me. I'm losing friends left and right, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, they're just jealous, man. Because when you fully get into who you are, it's not even jealousy. It's just that they just realize that, man, why am I not present with myself? Why can't I be accepting who myself is? You know what I mean? Or because you're still holding on to fitting in and trying to appease everybody else but yourself. So you for what purpose? For what purpose? You know what I mean? So, I think about that, and then he was just like, man, you're the best, and I just like, man, it's genuine coming from him because he don't know nothing else. He don't know nothing else but to be genuine. When it comes from your friends or your family, when they try to give you a compliment, it's not genuine because they know who you are in a sense, but the old version of you. You know what I'm saying? They know the old you, so they're like, oh, congrats. Because of you used to be a, I mean, it don't even really hit the same, but like the person you currently meet, when they give you compliments, they know you for the current version of you, so they're like, damn, man, I appreciate you. So that shit hit way more than any other compliments I could get. I don't even want compliments from my own friend. I actually just got off the phone with one of my best friends, and we both agreed, like, we don't even like giving each other compliments because it means we just want to hear, just for your own self-satisfaction, man. I don't want to give nobody no compliments, man. And this shit sounds like bad to somebody who's not really there yet. When you get there, you'll understand. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be like, yo, because some of the thoughts you really have when you get to this awareness level are crazy, like, in a sense of just like how basic it is, but like it sounds blunt and mean, right? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say. Just like I said, man, just hang in there. This is the year of the loop, man. It's up, either nut up or shut up. Are you gonna stop complaining and are you gonna change your patterns, change your ways, or what? Nobody's waiting on you. Nobody is. We're just waiting to see what happens at the end in the finishing line. But yeah, I mean, I'll tell you a quick excerpt, I guess, maybe to spur some more thoughts. But, I was in Vietnam, Cambodia, and Taiwan, and all these places, bro. And I'm telling you, I'm sitting there and I'm like, it didn't feel different. It didn't feel insane. It didn't feel like, oh my God, this is amazing. You know why? Because I already felt like I've been there before. And it's crazy. Like, I knew I was already there. And it's so funny because I remember the first time I went to Japan, Thailand, I was like mad I wasn't taking pictures. I was like, damn, I gotta be taking pictures. Why am I not taking pictures? But I'm like, man, it's because I know I'm gonna be here again. So I'm not like, this is me at 23. I've been this way for a long time, man. I'm at 23. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be here again. It's not really a big deal. what happens? I'm there again. It's not a big deal. And then it made me go, maybe I'll take a little more pictures this time. I didn't take really much more. I didn't actually take any. I didn't take enough. I didn't really take any pictures because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm going to go back again. I'm going to go back again. I'm already going to book the trip. I'm going to go in the summer. Like, you know what I mean? It depends on the life you want to live. It depends on the life you want to live. It depends on the life you want to live, you know? You want to make the sacrifices. You want to, it's not even sacrifices. It's, do you want what you want? Or do you want what everybody else's want? You know, what everybody else wants. It really depends. I'm just saying, at this point, man, you got to put yourself first. You know, people are, and you know, and especially with the energy and the way everybody's feeling so anxious right now. Everybody's looking for releases. You know, they're trying to settle down. They're trying to get married. They're trying to buy a house. They're trying to just have a kid. And then you see the way the world's coming. You see the way the world is right now. It's not even habitable right now for that. I think the best thing you can do right now is just work on yourself, be alone. Bro, you feel this energy. I don't even know if you can, if you're not 100% present with yourself and then you get with somebody else, man, you're setting yourself up, your future self up for failure. But that's it, really. And that's all I got. I mean, I feel like I kind of just came out of nowhere. I just came back with 15 minutes over your head top. You know, love you guys. Stay positive. And that's another thing, too. Like, I'll just say again to gas myself up, you know, like if you go back from my earliest videos, man, my earliest videos, I mean, even years ago, I mean, but even before then, bro, I used to be the most, just like you can literally watch my transformation from, you know, years and years ago to now. And like, I'm literally living, breathing proof that, you know, in a sense, spiritually, you can do it too. You know, mentally, you can get out of that. You know, if I'm not anything else, I'm not the multi-million-dollar man. Like, oh, I'm the zero to hero. No, I'm the guy that can go from mentally, physically, spiritually, financially broken to stable, and then I would say more than stable spiritually. You know what I mean? Like, but like, I'm here, and I'm an example of it. And I'm going to keep being an example of it and keep trying to spread this message, you know, as much as I can. You know, I appreciate everybody, love everybody, and hope everybody has a great day. Hopefully I talk to you soon.